To interior defensive lineman.
DT.
Well, I don't know how to say his name,
Uh-oh.
but he's my number one. Onwuzurike?
Oh, Levi Onwuzurike, yeah.
Onwuzurike, yeah.
I got Christian Barmore number one.
So that's why I have Barmore at 1 and then Onwuzurike. Oh, yeah. I said it perfectly, and then I effed it. So.
Yep. And then I actually have Shelvin at 3.
I've got Alan McNeil at 3.
Okay. And then I've got McNeil next, and then
You got Ohio State's Tommy Togiai.
yeah, I have him at 5. I don't like it, but I have him at 5.
I know. I actually, just because I didn't want him at 5, I put Marvin Wilson from Florida State there.
Marvin Wilson could be like when he came out of high school, they were like, this guy's a top 5 pick.
Mhm.
And he didn't do that at Florida State.
No.
Now, some of it could have just been all the ridiculousness that was happening at Florida State while he was
I was
there.
gonna say I could see him being better than where he's projected just
I think
because
physically he's a monster.
yeah. Also, we continue with the O names because Osa
Oh, UCLA.
Odigizua. Odigizua.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got Onwuzurike.
Yep.
Like just strong names everywhere.
And then,
Isaiah with 2 H's, Loudermilk.
yeah. Oh, Wisconsin. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Then, so actually, there's no Aubrey Solomon is in this class. If that's a familiar.
Yeah.
I've got Aubrey Solomon at actually 14, but I don't. I was like, yeah, it's just because I wanted Aubrey Solomon kind of high. I think Aubrey Solomon gets drafted, but it's probably in like the 7th round.
Yeah,
I don't know if he gets drafted.
That's the guy who thought he was better than he was, but we'll just leave that there.
Yeah, I know, right? But he'll be picked before Carlo Kemp. Carlo Kemp won't get picked.
Yeah.
I do. Curious Tonga from BYU is pretty good. LeBron Ray from Alabama.
Curious Tonga.
Curious Tonga. Yeah, and then Davon Nixon from Iowa. We've seen him.
Yep.
The smaller school guy that we haven't seen much of that I found in Draft Diamonds was Milton Williams from Louisiana Tech.
Yep.
Yeah, he's popping up everyone's boards.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to bring him up because a lot of people are. I've seen him on Draft Twitter quite a bit.
Yeah.
And people are kind of comparing him to where did I see him getting compared? Malik Jackson, which that's not a bad comparison for a guy that you might be able to snag in like the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is he like supposed to be more of a run defender? Is that why he's moving up, or is it just kind of?
I think people are just finally. Most people that are like people have watched all like the Power 5 school players for the most part as draft prospects at this point. And I think people are now obviously getting closer to like FCS teams and maybe smaller conferences. And I think obviously Milton Williams is popping up in those categories. So they're seeing more of his film. And I think that's why a lot of smaller school guys typically jump up in the last month of draft before the draft is because people are like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, GMs all know it. They show up at the pro days. The scouts know them. But like people that like are football geniuses behind the computer, like myself included, like you notice that stuff after the fact because you're busy looking at other people. So